Guy Roux has been forced to name a youthful side with 6 first-team regulars, including Ned Zelic, Charbonnier, the goalkeeper, and Taribo West unavailable. The front of goal, Lillian Lalande and Steve Marley are expected to lead the way, but there's some real pressure on the young defence. Asati, Lepal and Danjou, all 21 years old or younger. Paul Gascoigne is suspended, plus Bjorkland, Laudrup and Albats were all injured last Saturday, so Rangers too are patched together somewhat. Former England international Trevor Stephen plays his 2nd game of the season, plus David Robertson, Derek McInnes and 20-year-old Greg Shields also get starts when they probably wouldn't normally. Guy Roux, the coach of Auxerre, in this one of the biggest nights in the club's history, certainly from a European perspective. And Rangers it is who kick off the match. Tonight's referee is from Denmark, Kim Nielsen, who is a 36-year-old bank manager. But the Abbaye des Champs is filled to capacity tonight, 23,000 people in here. It's not a large stadium, but certainly it's an intimidating stadium tonight for the Scottish champions. McInnes with an early touch for him. Just peeling away down the left is Bo Anderson, squaring the ball across. It's cleared away by the youngster Danjou. There's Boileau. The little dummy there was by Lalande. There was no one to collect it on the other end. Well, Auxerre really bounced back into contention in this group with the win in Holland a couple of weeks ago, and all of a sudden they have a final game against the poorest team in the group to qualify for the quarterfinals. It really has turned around dramatically for the Guy Roux side. They look getting buried with 2 games to go. Rangers come here with some pride to play for. Held back there by Van Bossen. Auxerre come forward. Lalande just on a different wavelength there to Moussa Saib. Craig Moore. Danjou at the back. Sweeper for Auxerre. Ed Zelic started this season in that position. First yellow card of the match comes in very early indeed. Frank Ribot-Rivani is not the man in your shot, that's actually Ian Ferguson. But Ribot-Rivani was the player who was fouled by Ferguson, and the yellow card goes to the Scottish midfielder. Strong tackle. Fair tackle that time though from Gordon Petrick, despite the roar from the crowd for another free kick. Moussa Saib. That's a long-range shot, and an easy shot too for Andy Gorham in goal for Rangers tonight. Well, it really is a tantalising group. 3 sides on 9 points. Grasshopper Zurich, Auxerre and Ajax. And of course, in Switzerland tonight, Grasshopper are hosting Ajax for an even trickier tie than this one here. Auxerre's equation is fairly simple. If they win tonight, they will qualify for the quarterfinals. They could possibly even win the group, depending on what happens in Switzerland. Petrick just holds up his man with ease. He scores back. Gorham, a little bit under-hit that pass back to Andy Gorham. And Lalande tried to take advantage of that fact. And Auxerre come forward again. Rangers give the ball away fairly easily there. Sylvestre. That's nice play from Auxerre. And a good cross in. It'll be an easy... Well, I thought it was going easily for Gorham, but in the end it was a shot from Philippe Boileau. The first meaningful attack from either side, and it was there providing it. Lalande was challenging in there. Goff, I think, got the final head on the ball. And Boileau mishit the shot. Hit it quite badly, in fact. And a let-off for the Scottish champions. Back is more, and just tidying up there. Goes back. Rangers trying to take the pace out of the game at these early stages. You can really expect the French champions to come at them in a big way in the opening quarter of an hour. To throw into Rangers. Alain Gomard. This is his 24th appearance in Europe, so he's one of the more experienced players that Auxerre have in their team tonight. Both sides have really got decimated starting 11s. The difference being that Rangers have managed to fill the gaps with some more experienced players like Trevor Stephen, David Robertson, whereas Auxerre have had to bring on youth. A chance here, but well cut out indeed by Goff, but given away just as easily. Auxerre forward again. That's Nepal. Great little bit of play. Deep cross and a good header. Gorham keeps it out. There's the opening goal. Auxerre has started perfectly. And the move all started from the left back, Frank Riborivani, with a great cross into the penalty area. Gorham only part completed the job. And Riborivani's cross was won in the air by Marley. Gorham did well. And Lilian Lalande completed the job. Well, perhaps Gorham didn't do as well as we first thought, but his reflexes were called on. He just bit the ball away, really, with the one hand. But he couldn't stop the following in from Lilian Lalande. That is a great start for Auxerre. They come forward looking for the second almost immediately. Save to Lalande. Goff got the better of him on that occasion. Auxerre have a man down, and it's the goal scorer. The referee has stopped the play. Auxerre, as well as being the French champions, they also won the cup last year. They did the double. We take another look at the challenge here on Lalande. Hard to see what the real problem was there for the striker, but Gorham's effort to keep that ball out was lacking somewhat. And Lalande squeezed it in off the chest of the goalkeeper. But a great leap by the number 17, Steve Marley. Lalande was just waiting. And the opportunity came. And after 20 minutes, it's a 0-0 for Auxerre. These two sides met on day 2 of the Champions League as Lalande comes back into the fray. Auxerre beat Rangers 2-1 in Glasgow. Rangers have only had one win in this European campaign. They beat Grasshopper a fortnight ago by the same score. And they're certainly on the back foot here as Saeed picks up the pace for Auxerre. Wallow. Marley getting in the early cross. Well, there's no doubt that Rangers will miss Paul Gascoigne tonight, and Brian Laudrup as well, of course, but it's somewhat of a meaningless game for them. They have once again really struggled outside of their own domestic competition. Marley looks for more than a decision for the opposition. It was clearly fouled, there's no doubt about it, but play goes on. Rangers with the ball. That's a great little back heel. Robertson for Rangers across the goal. No one can finish it off. But some fine build-up play in particular by Robertson. But now Rangers have some defending to do. Auxerre come forward with Saeed. Moore will go back to Gorham. Quickly taken free kick there, looking for the run from Eric Bo Anderson. Danish international in his second season at the club. Throw to Auxerre. Rivani will take it. Forward, Rabarivani again. Fell nicely for Goff, and Rangers will try to put something together on their own now. Ferguson. Moore. That's a nice ball in behind, but I think the Auxerre number 28, Fabrice Lapaul, he's got a bit too much pace down that left-hand side of defence for his side. Giroud, 25 years with the club, quite a phenomenal bit of stability for an industry renowned for inconsistent changing of managers. As Marley comes forward. Still Marley, going all the way on his own. Marley, what a goal from Steve Marley. He had so much to do when he picked up the ball initially. You felt that the defence was well in control. But Marley got away from his marker, David Robertson, and he skipped one tackle there. There was still a lot to do for the Auxerre striker. He went through the middle, went past another, the goalkeeper came out, and he just poked it over Andy Gorham for a brilliant goal. Well, he had the defence back pedaling, there's no doubt about it. Goff was too afraid to put in a tackle for fear of being sent off, perhaps. And Steve Marley took advantage of it. And Auxerre now have a 2-goal buffer. Rangers, once again, struggling in Europe. Lalande just beaten by Goff this time. More forward down the left. Continues his run forward, but Rangers lose possession. That's nice play from Musa Saib to anticipate the bounce of the ball on a tricky surface. Here he is again. Malay is playing awfully deep on this right-hand side. He normally does lead the attack with Lalande. Rollo takes the throw. And very quickly in the tackle was Trevor Stephen. What a return for him. Now well into his 30s, the former England international. His second stint at Rangers after playing at Olympique Marseille for just over a season. Well, this is the tightest of groups in the Champions League, Group A. Tantalising one, really. So much at stake on the final night of the group matches. Here's Goff, waiting for some openings. Craig Moore provides one down the left. That's a loose ball. Lalande picks it up for Auxerre, given back just as easily. Ferguson now for Rangers. Trevor Stephen will take the free kick. The Rangers have only won one European trophy. That was the Cup Winners' Cup back in 1972. As Stephen floats it in, and there's an equaliser. Appropriately, it's the captain who does the damage. And some poor marking in the heart of the Auxerre defence has given Rangers a lifeline back into this game. And Richard Goff got behind his man. The goalkeeper stayed on his line. It was the sweeper Danjou who missed the ball completely. There was nothing that Fabien Cole could do in goal for Auxerre. And Goff did the rest with a well-placed header. And Rangers are back in the game. Well, it's their first real serious attack for the Scottish champions. They made the most of it from the set piece. Auxerre, if they were just starting to get a little bit complacent with the way the game was going, have been jolted out of that state of mind with the goal from Richard Goff. He's played more than 400 times for Rangers since he joined from Spurs in 1988. Raborivani and Ferguson untangle themselves. Auxerre forward again. Lalande dummies and lets it run, chases after it himself. Still Lalande, score and save. Somehow got it over the bar. Well, Lalande did very well there. He shrugged off the challenge of Craig Moore, and Gorham, well, it went down and over the bar somehow. Corner to Auxerre, away by Robertson. Still the danger not cleared. Plenty of players forward. Lalande couldn't get to the ball at the near post, but Malay gets to it at the far post. Nice play from Malay. Rangers still struggling to clear the ball away, and in the end the shot was a loose one. Came off the back of one of the Rangers defenders, and it's another corner. Moussa Saïd will take it, the Algerian international, near post. Again, Rangers clear the ball away, but can't clear the immediate danger. Teeing the ball up somewhat. Lalande is the danger man, without a doubt. Gorham punches. Again, it's a loose ball that goes straight to a white shirt. Auxerre forward with Sylvestre. Ferguson plays perfectly at the near post. Now perhaps Rangers can come forward. Giroud, he stands the whole match and yells instructions to his side. Ferguson. The goal kick. So this is the first time that Auxerre have played any Scottish side in European football. In fact, of course, when they played in day 2, but Rangers have had a lot of experience against French sides, but had mixed results against them. They've won 5 and lost 6 when they've had French opponents in Europe. So Anderson goes back. McInnes. There's more to Goff. Lalande nicely turns away from his man. Asati. Malay. Asati wasn't quite expecting that back, I don't think. Ferguson helps the ball on to Stephen. Over a minute and 20 seconds worth of time added on as the half-time whistle comes in. And Richard Goff got his side back into the match for a Rangers side that was outplayed for the opening 30 minutes or so. 2 early goals, Lalande and Malay for Auxerre, and they really were cruising. But Goff responded and got his side right back in the game. And at half-time here, the score is Auxerre 2. Welcome back to the Abbey d'Auchamp. Kim Nielsen starts the second half, and eyes from the French camp, I'm sure, on the game in Zurich between Grasshopper and Ajax. An ideal result for them there would be a defeat against Grasshopper. So a win for Ajax, the reason being that in head-to-head matches this season, Auxerre have the better of Ajax, but a worse head-to-head against Grasshopper. So if Ajax can win and Auxerre can win, that means the French champions will win the group and will go on to play the runner-up of Group B. So perhaps a little bit early to look at those different permutations. There are so many possible in this group. Rangers still feel that they have a say in this match. Just a bit too boisterous on the playmaker for Auxerre, Moussa Saïd. For the injured Paul Gascoigne. They certainly have a different style of play. Great little turn from Laporte. He just ran the ball out. Auxerre will hope to get through this tie somehow. Make sure they qualify for the last 8 and then regroup when the Champions League resumes in March. Try and get the full squad together. With the half a dozen injuries that they've got, it's very hard for the coach Giroud just to survive and get through to the quarterfinals would be a great achievement for his side. Players like Zelic would be back. West, who's suspended tonight. Goalkeeper Charbonnier. Paul, a youngster who's come in and done a good job down the left-hand side. Now he leaves it to Saib. Wallo, nice turn. Away rather easily there by Trevor Stephen, player renowned for his high technique. Malay to chase. He won't get there. Steve Malay played for the Division 2 side, Red Star Paris. Last season, only joined Auxerre in the break. He's made a big impact this season. The club hasn't been performing as well on the domestic scene as they did the season before. 6th or 7th position going into this match. In Europe they're doing well, and here they're doing well as well. Waller pulls it back, chance here, Saib! So close to a third for Auxerre. Great play from Philippe Boileau, pulled it back beautifully for Moussa Saib. And Gorham breathed a sigh of relief when that one went past the post. But it just somewhat slid off the toe of the Algerian international. And Gorham is pleased that it slid just past the post. But here they come again. Malay now tormenting down the right-hand side. Robertson facing him. Malay went on his own. Immediately apologises to some teammates waiting in the centre. By Laporte. That's a great run in behind by Fabrice Laporte. Chance here, good shot. Well, everyone looked to the back post for some kind of cross, but Laporte went straight for goal. The shortest route, but Gorham had his angles right. Thrust up an arm to keep the ball out. Good save from the goalkeeper because the shot really packed a punch. Corner for Auxerre. Gorham stays on his line. Saib this time attacks the near side of the goal. It's Goff who cleared the ball away. Saib didn't hesitate. He went straight for goal. It probably would have gone for a goal kick had Gorham not intervened. But it's a corner. One in the air, Moore clears it away after 2 touches. More and more pressure coming in as Auxerre try to close out the match. Well, the body language says it all really for the French coach. Ball goes across to take it with that left foot of his. In Swinger flicked on! Well, it was the land at the near post. He got a clean head on the ball. It could so easily have gone into the goal directly. But Marley was just at the wrong height to do anything with it. It was awkward for Marley. He couldn't make up his mind whether to stoop and head the ball or jump and volley the ball. And by the time he'd made a decision, the ball would flash past him. Auxerre are now well in control of the match once again after losing their grip somewhat at the end of the first half. Saeed. Here's Lepore again. Land's not able to get on the end of that cross, but it's been an impressive game from the 20-year-old Fabrice Lepore. Just his second appearance in Europe. In tonight for the injured Bernard Diamad. Awkward ball for the defence. And a free kick for Rangers. This is danger for Auxerre because Rangers have already shown how well they do from the set piece, and that is a clear foul there. Fabian Cole on his toes. Don't need to understand French to get the message. And Walter Smith tries to change the mix on the park. Ali McCoist will come on for Gordon Petrick. The club's top scorer of all time in his 500-plus appearances for Rangers. Stephen takes the free kick. McCoist in the thick of things early. Stephen again. Now starting to get more involved in the game, the former Everton player. Goff stayed forward to try and take advantage of his aerial ability. Here's Bo Anderson. No one there. And that will be a throw to the French champions. McInnes. In for Brian Loudrup today. Down for Rangers there is Eric Bo Anderson. To see why. We'll take a look at the replay here. Well, no doubt about that. That would have hurt. Bo Anderson, the Danish international, 7 caps for his country. Was hardly known about at all when he signed from the unfashionable club Aalborg a couple of seasons ago. But he's made his mark for Rangers. Coach would like him to be on the mark tonight. Rangers forward again. Goff, little ball forward. Chance here for Rangers. Hits the post. Very, very unlucky indeed, but perhaps they can still take advantage of it. Trevor Stephen. Now was there. Real clear with Raboruveni. Time running out. McInnes keen to get on with the game quickly. Auxerre now settle into a defensive pattern rather than an offensive pattern, how they have been for most of the game. Lalande. So he plays the short pass in the end. Here comes the long ball. Great ball as well for Lalande, who couldn't bring it down. And it ran into the arms of Andy Gorham in the end. Well, Auxerre are prepared to hang on to what they've got at the moment, because what they have currently is a place in the European Cup quarter-finals. We take another look at this Rangers attack just a few moments earlier. The goalkeeper was beaten, but the post saved Auxerre.